USA and Poland at 5 p.m. And Canada will be playing Scotland for gold at 8 p.m. First, though, some business to wrap up in round robin. It will be Canada and the Aussies. Out of Fernandez for Canada. He is up against Adam Smith for the Aussies. Face-off violation with the Australian ball. Adam King starts with it. That one's knocked loose, and here's Weatherby, who's been a threat all tournament long. He's been outstanding for the Canadians. Probably the standout transition player in the tournament thus far. Here's Myers with a great day yesterday. He'll leave it there for Thomas. They're going to set a double screen up at the top. Old scissor pick. Beat it through to Myers behind the back. That was a little wide, but it's passed by Thompson. Connor McGee starting between the pipes for the Aussies. He is in there with the white helmet. Look at Bruce is back up. They get it inside. There's a goal from Wallace. It's 1-0 Canada. Little two-man game. Look at Bruce is back up. The bench after starting things off 52 seconds into this contest. Look at Bruce is back up. They get it inside. There's a goal. Look at Bruce. Had Air Force with me all week. He will be back tomorrow. He's detained with something else tonight, but he has been saying several times this week when the guy gets right in on top of the crease, you're really maybe better off just be back on his goal line so you don't have that over the top. Way that over the shoulder dunk as a possibility and force them to pick the spot and try and make it a little harder on them, but Wallace made the most of his opportunity there. Here's Tompkins. He'll let one rip, but he gets a hand on that. It'll be a reset for whoever picks it up, and it's going to be away with it. Dumoulin, Canada's player of the game yesterday, number 14, takes this pass. Dumoulin came up with that loose ball. Weiss brought to the back door. It's tucked home. Wallace has it there. Dumoulin came up with that loose ball. Weiss brought to the back door. It's tucked home. The jog to the bench. Post celebration. Dumoulin came up with that loose ball. Weiss brought to the back door. It's tucked home. Dumoulin came up with that loose ball. Weiss brought to the back door. It can't go in even with the post off. It's supposed to go in front of where the post was. Of course, that can be extremely difficult to judge when the net is moving, the ball is moving, the players are moving. So you open it up to a little bit of margin for error there. The Aussies have 5 righties on the floor. They have a fully right-handed roster, other than Rockophilia, number 14. He's the next guy off the bench for the Aussies. There's Orlando Cardigan behind the back. Nice try. He has been sensational. 2 hat tricks and a 2-goal game this tournament for 8 goals in 3 games. 11 going back to his last 4 games at the World Juniors. He had a hat trick last year in Australia's wrap-up game. Sensational young 18-year-old. He's up playing at the top of the defense here as Thomas goes behind the net, flicks it over to Smith. Smith has received a Player of the Game award for Canada. As Weatherby and we mentioned Dumoulin. Oh, what an attempt there by Smith. Leaning on 1 foot, reached with 1 hand and just kind of ship it over there. Great save by McGee on the Myers chance. Thomas fighting for the loose ball. It's going to be picked up by King. He's going to be double teamed on the forecheck. Somebody's open, and he'll actually just fight out of it on his own. Make the pass to Cornish. Murray a couple of steps away from being able to blow him up. Here's Cardigan with the ball. Watch there from Murray, some tight defense, number 11. He's now in the middle with Jackson close. Cornish tosses it up. They have the 3 on the shot clock. He's just trying to get one on net there. Was close up, forechecking, or back, forechecking on Reham. Captain for Canada. Stick around at halftime. We'll have a Winnipeg, Manitoba. He is excited about being the captain of this club. Took a natural leadership role from the time he got here for this week. Third time playing for Canada at the World Juniors. Saved by Connor McGee. Close looking up the floor. Got 2 seconds in across center. 1 second there. They're just going to make it. By the skin of their teeth, Longstaff. One of the Aussie Player of the Game award winners, along with Connor McGee, the goalie, and Orlando Kernigan. There's Longstaff. Hit coming from Martin Liptak. Just after the buzzer, shot ripped there from Colin Dennis. Outlet, they've got Saga up the floor. Saga up the floor. Get that at least once a game. Tribute to the great Saga Thompson, the goaltender. 682 Arrows this year. He's one of the finalists for the WJLC Goalie of the Year. He was an absolute rock last year, leading the Rocksausage Thunder to a trip to the Founders Cup as the Ontario Junior B champion. Just a fantastic season he had. And he has played in the U16 or U18 IIJL tournament, IIJL World. Up in Messina a few years ago. Excellent event. His dad, one of the great all-time goaltenders, Mike Johnson. He's won a goaltender of the year on Buffalo Bandits. Definitely won a championship. Go behind the net, diving attempt, actually lovely attempt by Myers, but he just couldn't make it. Longstaff, good job finding King. He's got to get over center. He's got to definitely won a championship. Go behind the net, diving attempt, actually. Won a championship. Go behind the net, diving attempt, actually. Slipping through his corner, got the shot up, he was well off the mark. Mason Close raced in to try and get the rebound, just kind of ran past it. And here's Chung. Got a couple with him. Nice pass to Grehan, it just tipped off the captain's stick, but he doesn't get his own loose ball. Flips it over to Waddy, and they're going to slow things down, get the forwards out on the floor. As 3 defenders were running the floor, they will head to the bench. And the Canadian offense comes out. They got 10 to work with. Waddy, near side to Doolin. And a rip from the outside by Wallace, who has both the goals in the game so far. That one off the bottom of the stick of McGee. Bounced out almost to center. Kennedy tracks it down. Weisbrod goes from Waddy behind the net. There's a tap home attempt by Tompkins. Not going to go. Jackson Close first to a couple of defenders. Goes to there, passes it off. I love that lane for him to just go to the net and get the shot off. Jackson Close. There's Smedley. 10 on the shot clock. He's going to spin and try and get a lane there. Nice pick from Close. Outlet pass to Sagu. Earl will vacate the space. There's a man off the bench. That's Smith, and he'll peel out. Tries to get back to Sagu, gets the pass there. Sagu avoids the crease. He runs completely around the net. No lane there, so he wisely just dumps it up. Heads to the bench, and out comes Wallace. Smith sees him, he's going to go up to the top to him. Grips it. Nice save. He just got enough. Fresh 30 is going to get to the Jew. Thomas has it. We'll go over to Wallace. Smith sees him, he's going to go up to the top to him. Smith sees him, he's going to go up to the top to him. Grips it. Nice. Smith, the hard back tackle, strips him. Weatherby comes away with it, as he is always where the ball is. As you watch the game, you'll probably see Weatherby come up with a bunch of loose balls, particularly off the faceoff. He has that Kyle Buchanan knack for just sensing where the ball is going to be and getting there at just the right time. Here's Tompkins. They've got 12 on the shot clock. Go up to Wallace. Dumoulin. Dropping finds Weisbrod. Nice save from Heat. Tucked back by Myers. That's 3-0 for Canada. Dumoulin. finds Reesprod. Nice save for Heat. Came on strong over the last game. Smith leading the Canadians with 11 goals coming into this game. Thomas with 8, as does Dumoulin with 4 yesterday to get that player of the game award. Leading scorer is Elliott with 5 goals and 13 assists. He is out though. Bit of a thumb injury, so he is on the sidelines for now. Dumoulin shopping did not lead the tournament in scoring. Pretty nice job though. 18 points in 3 games. Dumoulin shopping finds Reesprod. Nice save for Heat. Yep. Dumoulin shopping finds Reesprod. Nice save for Heat. Breakaway here, great chance, nice save by McGee. Johnson will go back the other way. Still glitching apparently. Let Mark know that there's still some glitchiness.
Is the live stream or the replay?
The stream.
Okay. Yeah. He said the stream is glitching still a little bit. I don't know. Did Mark get a headset or
over and back.
No, like the actual stream itself.
Flicking it over, comes to Dumoulin on the near side. 2 men on the crease, that's a beautiful goal. Not even sure that pass was intended for Waddy. It might have been going to Wallace. But Waddy catches it, tucks it in. Two men on the crease, that's a beautiful goal. Man on the crease, that's a beautiful goal. Absorbs the check, actually kind of uses the momentum from the check to swing in to that shot. There's Longstaff. Saga with a nice defensive slide there. And it's grabbed. Heading on the right is Greenhand. Got Saga with him. 2 on 5, he'll get to Saga. Low and behind him. Sagu will track it down, but no transition now. You can tell Sagu to stay up on the floor. 15 left on the shot clock here. David setting up behind the net with Thomas. Chased down there by Mason Close. And Australia will recover the ball. Shot from the outside. Looks like Jack Higgins. Canada hands it off there. Nicapilo, handing it to Weisbrod. Weisbrod backdoor attempt. That one's knocked down by the defense in the crease there. Hoskins working to get a reset. They've only got 2 seconds on the shot clock. He'll rip one. Might have got there in time, but it's wide. Australia setting up Kernigan with the ball. Kernigan running down. Freehand comes to get him. Fights his way through, flips the pass back up to Jackson Close. Tries to feed it through, it's knocked away. Fernandez has it, he's going to go on the run. Racing down, pulls up. A bit of a pop there from Colin Dennis. And the Canadians will slow things down a little. There's a shot from the outside, ripped from Wallace, still looking for his outside for the hat trick. Here comes Irwin running the floor, hands it off there to Myers, coming into the final 2 minutes of this first quarter. Weisbrod along the board. Late man coming is Smith. We've seen him rip from there, but he couldn't catch that pass. It does go over to Weisbrod. He'll fling it down in the corner to Tompkins. Over to Weisbrod. They got a fresh 30. Smith looks like he might let one go. Nice get. Slide there by Jackson. Lays the boom. And then good job Longstaff fighting through the forecheck. Swinging wrap check attempt by Weisbrod. Longstaff pulls up, throws it at the corner, but he gets away from him. Here comes Chung. One-on-one with Jack Higgins. Ball's down. That's going to be a cross-checking penalty as Higgins cross-checks Chung in the back while he was on the floor. Delayed call coming. Canadians get the extra attacker out. Sorbet makes his way to the bench. He's going to enjoy a drink of water while he's there. The Aussies will grab it. Higgins is taking the penalty and comes away with possession. It's only 2 minutes for illegal cross-check. So with 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. Canada going to the power play. Cross-checking penalty. See that cross-check as he's on the floor. Over to Myers. That's a hard rip it off the backboard. Outlet pass to Longstaff. Nice job to get that ball. It does get away from him. He saw the potential check coming from Weisbrod, so he pulled up a bit, was able to get the ball and got away from him. Down it off the board, it just gets off to the Canadians. Tough timing for them, for the Aussies. It's just going to give the Canadians another power play offensive setup. There's Tompkins in the hands it off to Weisbrod. Nice save by McGee. Grabbed by Thomas. Comes back in his precious run. Shorter edge to get the Canadians made from this section. Willing to let that teammate on the floor know that the time was about to run out. They definitely won a championship. Go behind the net. Diving attempt. That's This is the World Juniors from Erie, Pennsylvania. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, everyone's on my wife and Chris are saying the sound's really bad.
I think someone's in there talking to them too. They're just trying to get Mark's attention because it's all on his computer.
Okay. Look at Bruce is back up. They get it inside. There's a goal. Look at Bruce is back up. They get it inside. There's a goal. He's came up with that loose ball. Weisbrod to the back door. It's tucked home. He's came up with that loose ball. Weisbrod to the back door. It's tucked home. Weatherby and we mentioned Dumoulin. Oh, what an attempt there by Smith. Definitely won a championship. Go behind the net. Diving attempt. That's lovely attempt. Smith sees him. He's going to go up to the top to him. Rips it. Nice save. Dumoulin. Chopping finds Weisbrod. Nice save for Pete. Dumoulin. Chopping finds Weisbrod. Nice save for Pete. Tucked back by Mike. 2 men on the crease. That's a beautiful goal. 2 men on the crease. That's a beautiful goal. Ball's down. That's going to be a cross-checking penalty. Get it going. Okay. Yeah, tuck it.
Were they saying that the video was choppy too?
The video, the stream is glitching and the audio is terrible. Can you let me know when if it sounds better, and I'll apologize and thank them for fixing it. I want to let people know when things are going. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends, to the 2024 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. I'm Stephen Stamp. It is 4-0 Canada over the Australians. 1:02 left on the Australian penalty. Reminder to Jack Higgins for a little cross-cut. Got the cross-cut player on the floor. Smedley pulls the ball out, but Weatherby once again, I told you to come up with all those balls. They pop it out to where he's going to come, but he has got that knack as well. Canadians with 45 left on the power play. We've got Weiss brought up at the top. That behind the back shot doesn't get there. And the backfield on Weiss brought. He's got 3 to shoot, so he'll just rip one from outside. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Oh, the 30 expired. So they're saying it went off of Darcy Martin Liptak, but they're saying the 30 expired. So the ball will be handed over to the Australians. Oh no, now the other official saying there was a touch. So the ball will be given to Canada. I think it was Tompkins was down there trying to explain the hey, that went off of the defender. Back shot doesn't get there. And the backfield on Weiss brought. He's got 3 to shoot, so he'll just rip one from outside. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Sorry, we understand. I understand we're having some audio issues. I hope they get it. We are working on it. Oh, what a finish by Smith. Going near play, just does enough to get the heat off his post. Oh, what? You can see the beautiful placement on this one. Oh, what a finish by Smith. Going near play. Oh, what a finish by Smith. Going near play. I don't know if the time it actually expired on the penalty before the ball went in. So either way, it was basically a power play goal, not officially.
The reason it wasn't working for Corey yesterday is because there was a bunch of cables
heading down the floor, shunting with the ball
right above it, and he was just plugged into one of those.
Myers looking to Smith up the top. He goes over to Weiss, who's going to come to Wallace. Kind of handcuffed him, got into the body, but he didn't come away with it. Hits the cutting Weiss, and it just goes over his head. Here's Myers. They're going to run out of time in the 30s, and they'll just put the ball down. And Higgins will scoop it up. He's thinking he gets away to the bench there. Behind the net. That's Smedley trying to hit Felia in front. It gets by him. It also gets by Dane Golden. Sagu, nice hustle down to get this one. We're going to restart. Thomas coming off the bench. Jackson throws great work to scramble down and get on top of him. Sorry if we still have ongoing issues with the sound. I'm just going to crank it way up, and hopefully you can hear. Let me know, folks, if that sounds a little bit better. I am full volume on my on mine. Hopefully it's not going to blast your ears out suddenly, but Here is some pressure from the Canadians on the forecheck. Cornish comes away with it. 5, 6 guys battling for that ball. And Weatherby eventually does get the ball, comes up over center. They leave it there for Smith. He scored the last goal. Up top, Myers hands it off. They've got the backdoor attempt. Smith thought it had a shot, pulls it back out. They've got 8 to get a shot off. Smith winds up, rips it, saved by McGee, pops straight out. Nice job from Aiden Cunningham to get that loose ball and spin back out, cut around behind the net. Here comes Felia to crank over center, just makes it in time before the 10 count. And he's got Orlando Kernigan with him. Opted not to give it to Kernigan. Goes to Cunningham instead. Martin Liptak. Okay, so my understanding is we have found that something was muted. It has been fixed, and I'm back at regular levels. I didn't want to blow out your ears. Here's a shot, beautiful finish by Cale Grehan, the captain for Canada. And remember, stick around to hear a nice interview with him at halftime. And do let me know if the sound is okay. I hope it's good. We want you to get to enjoy the games wherever you're watching, whether you're in Canada, Australia, or elsewhere around the world for this IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. Look at the wheels as Grehan on his offside snipes that to the far top corner. He got one yesterday as well. The Canadian defenders had not been scoring. In the first couple of games, the offense had really been, I think that, and you'll hear a bit more about that, the offense had been really leading the way. And yesterday was a huge breakout. 10 of the 18 Canadian goals the defenders were involved in. You can read about that. Here's a chance for Thomas. Nice save, Connor McGee. But on the IIJL website and on Inside the Cross, IL Indoor, where the game's recaps are being put. And yeah, the Canadian defenders really got involved yesterday. They scored 5, had assists on 5 more. DiBattista, the goalie yesterday, had a couple of assists. Here's Waddy, watched by Higgins, over to Tompkins. Kennan with 10 on the shot clock. Tompkins from the outside. Not sure if that got blocked. One-hand attempt. Wallace rips it. It's saved by McGee. It's underneath him. King into the offensive zone. Flips it over. That blast from Kernigan was blocked. Almost went to Felia. Instead, it's a 2-on-0. Grehan gets it ahead. It pops off the stick. And Nick Capillo can't believe he didn't get it, but he will pick it up now. There's 18 seconds left on the shot clock. One's going to sound right now. The one at the other end is working. They didn't both reset, but there's 12 seconds for Canada to shoot. Nice job by the officials to keep an eye on that. Just a few seconds left now in the shot clock. Outlet pass comes ahead to Longstaff. Thanks for the input, folks. I'm seeing it's way better now. So again, let me know if there are any updates. I can turn it back up. I think things are supposed to be okay now. Cunningham over to Kernigan. This is Smedley coming around the pick. Nicely defended on the two-man game. And Shung has it. He's taking off. I don't think he has a goal in the tournament. Can he get on the board? No, McGee turns him aside. I got it great from my wife who is tuning in, so thank you so much, Carrie McMaster. Hope it's the same for everyone. You're all being able to enjoy the stream. And a nice comment from Rebecca Duman on the shot here as Cornish tries to duck underneath. He's not going to get a shot off. They've got to shoot now with 2 seconds left. Nice pass. Feely with the shot turned aside by Horbe. Nice job by Fernandez picking that one up. Gets it ahead to Weatherby. And I say Rebecca Dumoulin saying, nice to be able to see her nephew play in person when she can't be here, and or on the feed when she can't be here. And I bet you enjoyed yesterday's game, because I'll tell you, he was dynamite in that contest. Here's another chance. McGee comes away with it. He's going to hand the ball off, the short pass to Higgins. And again, one thing I didn't care for, a couple of the Aussie who's closest to the bench didn't go to the bench and get a change, which I'd love to see them try to push the transition a little bit more. You got to get the closest guy off the floor so you can get someone away. Here's Kernigan. Is he thinking dunk? He's going to make the pass out front. Couldn't quite get it through. And Fernandez will just muck it, heads up play with that high lacrosse IQ. Horbe has to fix the helmet a little bit. Make sure to do it while the camera is on him so everyone can enjoy the lettuce. Here comes Weatherby. He'll hand it off and go to the bench. Remember to stick around at halftime for an interview with Cale Grehan, Canadian captain. Here is Smith. Wiesbrod was trying to get open on the back door, but Jackson Close, nice job taking that lane away. Close directing traffic. The captain for the Aussies, just a gritty leader for this club. He played a ton of minutes yesterday. Here's Smith with a shot, reaching around, goes to the far side. It's going to be wide, and the 30 will expire. Darcy Martin-Liptak is going to pick it up. Go ahead and pick it up. Go ahead. Okay. Jackson Close will take it. I talked to him after their game yesterday and said, I thought you didn't have a lot of jam, a lot of juice in the first quarter. And I was saying as we take an Australian timeout, I was saying, I was saying that I thought you didn't have a lot. You needed to bring some energy and really drive your team's energy. And he did that really nicely going on in that game, as he was just a terrific leader for that club, exactly what you want from your captain. Here we're going to look at that one-hand shot by Wallace and the nice save by Connor McGee. Here it is. Almost found the 5-hole. That last angle was great. I love that last replay. And here's a chance from Filia, stopped by Horbe. This is that chance again as he rolls over the top. Gets a pretty good rip on, and then love the tap to just knock it around the forechecker after picking up the rebound. The goalies are heading back to their nets. Connor McGee over to our left. Horbe to our right. We're in the white with black and red trim of Canada. Of course, McGee in the green with the blue and yellow Australian trim. Kernigan gets it started. Now he's going to go get a seal. Looking for the pick. The pass was not there. Grehan on the run. Gliding in, takes a peek back, loads up, shoots just a little bit wide. Did he get it? No, it did not touch McGee. It's going to go out, and that's going to be Australian ball. Grehan's going to get it. He thinks, it is Canadian ball. So it did go off of McGee. Myers directing traffic with his head. Starts to go down the middle. Nice job by Smedley to take that lane away. And the Canadians have to work around the outside. 12 left to shoot. 5.5 left here in the first half. Hard shot goes wide. It's snagged there by Colin Dennis. He's on the run. Nice job to get in the lane and create a shield by Longstaff. Love that play. Pretty good shot just over the top. Not sure if Horbe got a shoulder on it. Great cut. Oh, and there's a shoulder save by McGee. But Murray's going to be the first one to get there. Bounces off his stick. Nice play by Murray, and then he goes for the swinging wrap check. Here we go. Look at that shot just off. Still not sure whether that went off of Horbe. Great look, though, at that one. Tend to shoot for the Australians as Cornish trying to fight his way through. He's going to shove it over to Kernigan. Rips one. Smedley has it after a fresh 30. Filia goes to middle. Nice move to pop back up. Rolls through just wide. It got through Horbe, but just went past the crease as he was sliding across. There's a goal in transition, running the floor, or taking that pass along the way is Wiesbrod. Just sneaks it by McGee. Bench transition, Wiesbrod behind everybody. Look at how far he is clear. Throws about 4 fakes and then goes 5 holes. McGee stretches out, trying to get across with him. Again, dragging across the top of the crease. Helps open up the 5-hole. Wiesbrod takes advantage, bangs it home. Canada with the possession once again. Dumoulin sliding into the crease, double team, flips it out, still gets the pass through to Waddy. Then McGee jumps on the rebound after making the save. Lovely play by Dumoulin. Jackson Close was down for a moment. I think his teammate and brother Mason actually landed on top of him, had him pinned for a moment. It's a long week. I mean, this is their 4th game at the tournament. There's Cornish. I know they're feeling the bumps and bangs. Jackson Close, who just puts everything into it. Definitely feeling it, but loving this experience here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Shot by King, the bouncer straight up into the chest of Horbay. Nicopilo comes out. We're going to see that hard rip. Look at Connor McGee just bouncing on that. Yeah, the closest did kind of topple over each other as they were both going for that loose ball. You love to see that effort. Occasionally it does mean you might knee your brother in the head or something, but everyone seems to be okay over on the Australian bench. The closest both over there for the time being. There's a hard rip from Wiesbrod. It's going to get up out of play, and that will be Australian ball with 2:38 to go. Cunningham walks across center. Martin Liptak just heading off for a late change. Aussies get their 5th attacker out. Left for Kernigan. Low pass. Gets away momentarily. Fernandez jumps on him. Nice hustle by Cunningham to come up with it. He's got 8 left to shoot. He's going to try and duck underneath Grehan. Great awareness to take away that underneath lane. The sidearm shot gets on. That's a nice job by Cornish. Oh, and Weatherby absorbs the hit to get it ahead to the captain, Grehan, who's going to go in on his own. Nice save, McGee. And I love Myers stepping aside and letting the defender run in for that shot. Then just looking for the rebound, but it is scooped up by Higgins, who whips it ahead to Mason Close, gives it to Jackson Close. He's going to slow down, let the rest of the O get out there. Nice awareness, too, to see that Shung was coming off the Canadian bench, just kind of trotting into the passing lane that would have been there and being aware and passing out. You can see here on this replay, here's Weatherby taking the big hit from Kernigan and still getting that ball ahead. Lovely job. Sagu goes underneath, shoots, stopped. Not sure whether it was McGee or the post that got it, but nice job by Sagu to just get through the 2 defenders, get the shot off, but he's turned aside. Here comes Dane Golden. He handed it back to Cunningham. Watched there by Irwin. This is Weatherby up on Felia. 7 on the shot clock for the Aussies. Nice pass through, turning, spinning. It was blocked, goes straight back to Golden. And he is rocked by Irwin. He's going to look for the man off the bench. They've got Myers coming. They get it to him, but it just bounces off his stick over against the boards. Grabs it with one hand. Grehan was cutting, but there were a couple defenders back, so they're going to slow it down with 35 to go. 20 now on the shot clock. Wide open. Nice slide, though, by a pair of Australian defenders to challenge that shot, and the Aussies can get a last shot here. Not sure if McGee's going to the bench. Doesn't look like he is. They're in transition. They've got a chance here. Smedley turned aside. Did he miss? Doesn't matter. This is going to be grabbed by the Canadians. Nicopilo on the run. Good job as he's getting hit to pass it over to Wiesbrod. They've got 5 seconds left on the clock. He's going to blast one off the shoulder of McGee, and we will reach halftime with Canada leading 7-0 over Australia in the final game of round-robin play here at the 2024 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks for being with us, and we will be back in 12 minutes, but do stay tuned for the interview with Cale Grehan, the Canadian captain, at halftime. As I said, I had the opportunity to catch up with Cale Grehan yesterday. Thanks to Aaron Forster for recording, and I hope you enjoy this interview coming up with the Canadian captain. I'm here with Cale Grehan, the captain for Canada here at the World Juniors, and you're obviously a guy who has some experience in the tournament, and obviously it was not a great taste that was left in your guys' mouth last year. What was the process this year coming in, and what, as the captain, did you try to bring to this group?
You know, like that USA game last year, losing by 3, I had it on my mind every single day since then, and like as day one from
I'm here with Cale Grehan, the captain for Canada here at the World Juniors, and you're obviously a guy who has some experience in the tournament, and obviously it was not a great taste that was left in your guys' mouth last year. What was the process this year coming in, and what, as the captain, did you try to bring to this group?
You know, like that USA game last year, losing by 3, I had it on my mind every single day since then, and like as day one from this year, I was just letting everybody know that nothing's going to be easy, nothing's going to be handed to us. Even though we're a predominantly box country, everybody knows what they're doing, everybody's experienced. So got everyone on the same page, everyone level-headed from day one, and we just worried about each game, each day, and today was the US, and we took care of business as always.
With the game today, we talked beforehand about how you guys, all the forwards had been very successful. The defenders hadn't really scored. And we thought, you know, they may need some contributions from the D. You guys have been playing well on the back end, but we thought maybe a few goals from the D was going to help out. That seemed to really come together today.
Yeah, for sure. Like we knew that we weren't going to need the transition goals the last couple days, so we just wanted our offense to be able to click, touch the ball as many times as possible, let our D do their job, let our offense do their job. And today we were let a little bit loose, and obviously we have some guys that can score. So
as you go forward, you now know you're going to be in the gold medal game. And I'm like 99% sure that it's going to be against Scotland, the Scottish Thistles. What, having played them already, and how do you prepare for that game? Because they look different the next day against the U.S. than when they played you.
Yeah, 100%. We played them day one, and they were still new, still gelling, right? So everyone gets better day by day. So we got to just reset button, forget everything that we know about them from before, and just brand new mindset, worry about what we're going to be looking at for the gold medal game. But first of all, we got to take care of business tomorrow against Australia, and then worry about Scotland then.
I was going to say, how do you focus on Australia, a team that's lost by pretty big margins for the most part, and you guys will be heavily favored, and you know where you're going after?
We just got to worry about our own roles. Everybody's got to do their job, worry about themselves, and if we all do that, it's going to go into place like it has this whole tournament.
It seemed pretty obvious from the first time I saw you guys all here after you'd arrived that you were the leader of this group. Did you know you were the captain, or was that named partway through? Because you looked like the guy.
Yeah, no, that was named right before the first game.
Okay.
So we had 2 days. Nobody really knew, but I kind of took that role myself. I'm a third-year veteran, so I knew I was going to have some sort of leadership role, whether I had a letter on my chest or not. So I just kind of took charge, and everybody followed. And yeah, it's been a great group.
It is a good group. A really good team effort is the cool thing that we saw. So congratulations on today. Good luck moving forward in the tournament.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome back to the 2024 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. It is 7-0 for Canada over Australia. Canada is going to the gold medal game tomorrow, where they will face Scotland. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The 5 p.m. matchup for the bronze medal will see the United States playing against Poland. Australia is going to try and finish strong here with the second half of this game, as they'll be wrapping up their tournament this evening. Big round of applause from both benches, everyone in the stands, for Max, working very hard all week, out wiping the floor, helping with ball boy duties, just doing kind of anything that's needed around the area. Close, hands it off. Kernigan quickly down to Cornish. Kernigan trying to open up some space. Cunningham's coming on late. Kernigan rips one. That's going to be an over and back. Sagu has it. Look at the wheels on Sagu. Goes straight to the net. Oh, big stop as Luca Blues has come into the net for the Australians for the second half. And he is tested right away. Sagu knocks the ball loose. Luckily for the Australians, they had Cunningham there following along. Longstaff, outside shot. That one's wide. Here's the chance by Sagu. Nice job staying out of the crease. He just missed the net. Blues out challenging. Oh, there's a rip from Sagu, who missed earlier. Doesn't miss at all on this offensive shift. That is a beauty. What a play by Sagu. And you'll see he just spins and wheels and whips on this shot. Gets it, steps back, leans into it. Great job winding that one up. Sagu with the goal. Here's Kernigan waiting for the rest of the offensive group to get out. And Cunningham was halfway down the bench, had to run out to be the fifth attacker. Here's Cornish with the shot. Swallowed up by Horbe. Grehan on the run, gets it to Murray. They've got Waddy racing off the bench. Nice pass. Oh, just off the end of the stick. Close is going to run some interference, trying to open space for Cunningham. Here you see the chance. Great step back to lean into that one from Sagu on that shot, as you saw on that replay. Popping up, great job. Here's Cornish up top, 6 to shoot as Cunningham has it. On the run, fires one, arm save. It's going to bounce up and stays in play, but the immediate double team forecheck. Nice job fighting through that from Irwin. He'll break out clean with the ball and gets it ahead to Sagu, the recent scorer. Here's Wiesbrod. Surveying. Wallace. Little reverse whip there from Dumoulin. Longstaff fights through the Wiesbrod forecheck. Good job bowling his way up over center. King gets a pick. No roll there, so he's going to try and flick it over to Felia. Gets away. Fernandez looking up the floor. Keeps his eyes up the floor and gets it ahead to Irwin. Skips it to Grehan. Captain's going to the net. Oh, trail check there from Colin Dennis. It's a goal. Bit of a strange one. Grehan follows it up. Let's see exactly what happens on this play. Grehan, who took a bit of a bump, you can see he is slightly slow heading off to the bench, certainly slower than he was. And here we go. Greeham with the shot. He's cross-checked into the net. Oh, I see. It's coming on the back door was Irwin to tuck it in. And it is okay that Greeham is in the crease because he was checked in with an illegal check. So the goal does count. He's away from the play, not affecting it. I like that rule. Here's Nicopilo, and he's just going to launch one up into the stands, and he will take a look at the stick. You always blame the stick when the ball takes off like that. Little fake from Cornish. Kernigan's going to try and set some traffic. Comes for another pick. There's the roll. Really good two-man defense there. That's Murray and Irwin doing an excellent job. Boy, this Canadian D plays is such a cohesive unit. Here's Murray on the run. He's got Sagu on the far side. Hits him. Sagu with another one. A very similar move to what he made earlier when he missed the goal. Then he got one when he stayed for the offensive shift. This is another transition marker. Canada's D is really stepping up in the last couple of games. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with for the Scots in the championship game. Nice pass, good timing, and Sagu just pulls it back to the near side, tucks it in. Oh, lovely. Greeham with the assist on that one. Where's that Irwin? Excellent question. Thomas goes behind the net. Waddy fights his way out, and Tompkins lobs it up to Thomas. He's going to rip one, or bouncer. Back to Myers, who tucks home the rebound. Hat trick for Myers. Thanks so much, Lacrosse friends, for being here with us for the IIJL World Juniors in Erie, Pennsylvania. Tompkins along the boards, backpedaling. Tompkins. Fernandez had set a pick and rolled inside, but wasn't quite open, I guess. They go over to Tompkins. Now Fernandez will, no, he's not going to get the ball. Give Fernandez the ball. That's my feeling. He cuts across the top, picked up by Higgins nicely. Underhand shot from Dumoulin. It's going to roll out to Tompkins, a fresh 30 for Canada. They've got Smith at the top, and he'll get the ball. Fernandez through the middle. He wants it. He gets it. Hands it off to Dumoulin. Circles back in the middle. A shot, or the pass behind the net to Wallace. There goes Fernandez again. Higgins and Longstaff all over him. Saved there by Luca Blues. Pops out. Can the Aussies get it? It looks like Smith, the alternate captain, will come up with it for Canada. It's loose again. Fernandez still battling for that one. Longstaff trying to come up with it. He will get it. Good job sliding the hand up the stick to try and get better control, but a great swinging wrap check by Dumoulin knocks it free. Greeham, he'll let one fire.
I was going to say, the best they can do is like tie with Poland.
Greeham having quite a game here. The captain playing so well at both ends of the floor. And there is Dumoulin putting one home for Canada. That'll make it 12-0. Dumoulin from Smith. And you can see he just steps out around the defender. Martin Liptak trying to get his stick in the lane, but just too sharp. Weatherby's going to get himself another loose ball off the faceoff and immediately tosses it over to Greeham, whose pass somehow does get through to Sagu. They'll both go to the bench, Greeham and Weatherby. Sagu will join them after handing it off to Wiesbrod. Canada sets up on the O. Last man coming is Smith. They're going to hit him as he comes into the lane. Wide open look, but he misses. It goes off the back boards. 4 on the shot clock. Smith's on the back door. It's just going to be an outside rip from Tompkins that goes, hits Blues, but goes wide. Here you can see this chance. Oh yeah, there's that goal just burying it just past the foot of Blues. Filia. Watched by Irwin. Irwin having himself a good game today. The ball's rolling down the floor. It's over and back, and Shung is going to run onto it, head into the corner to start things up. Watched there by Dane Golden. Lobs it out. Leading Myers will shovel it back over, and Wallace is going to set things up. Fifth attacker coming for Canada is Waddy up high. We'll see if they find him. Martin Liptak will pick him up. Pass behind the net. Gets away from Myers, but he recovers it. Takes a check from Golden. Behind the back pass. We saw that one the other day. Here's Waddy. It led to a beautiful goal that time. Myers is ready for it, but Waddy's going to let it rip late in the 30. Great forecheck by Myers to get this one back. Dumoulin dragging. Myers sets him up. Pretty solid pick. Opens it up. Nice save. Blues going low to take away that angle from Dumoulin. Adam King trying to spin underneath. Weatherby all over him. Sagu comes as well. Looked like he might have a lane, but they take it away. Now he comes up top. Drives to try and dunk it. He's going to land in the crease after it's stopped. And Canada will go the other way. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Grehan pulls up. He's going to stay for the offensive shift with 20 go on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. He's got Wiesbrod with him. Directing traffic as Smith heads behind the net. Now he's going to sneak out, get this one. Slides to the slot, hits Thomas. Great pass. Nice save, Blues coming across. He's going to go straight to Grehan, who will rip one from the outside. Not quite on target, and Smith will throw a hard pass to Wiesbrod, which is deflected to Thomas. Grehan's going for a change. They'll get Wallace, another attacker out there. Smith cross floor. Thomas sees Smith on the back door. That one's knocked down by Longstaff. Here you can see this shot, this pass by Smith, sorry. And there's Blues coming across post to post to make that save. Lob pass ahead. Weatherby is on the run. He's going to pull up. Pass behind the net. Waddy's pass actually hit Higgins on the top of the helmet. Goes back to Waddy, out to Myers behind the back. Foot save by Blues. Grabbed there by Weatherby on top of the crease. He is anywhere the ball goes, Weatherby's probably already there. It's going to be a fresh 30 for Canada as that ball rolled all the way back off of Blues. And Smith will step up, whips a long pass to Myers. Wallace is cutting through. They're going to feed him through, and it come out to Smith, who blasts one in the top corner. Nice job of the decoy by Wallace, cutting through the slot, and precision passing. Leads to that Smith goal. So Myers getting the assist. He's really come on strong in the second half of this tournament. Canada slowing things down. Tompkins lobs it up to Wallace. Saved by Blues. Tapped away by Mason Close. He tried to track it down, but it rolled all the way over to Thomas. Tompkins with the pass. Saved by Blues. With Fernandez right on top of the crease. They would love to get Fernandez a goal. He is a gritty contributor in the back end. They're giving him some chances out here on the offense. He's going to cut through the middle, and he has the stick right up at his ear every time he goes through. Gets a pop there from Mason Close. That shot from Wallace comes straight back to him off of Blues. Fresh 30 for the Canadians. Thomas wants it on the near side, but they're going to go down to Fernandez. He'll flip it up to Thomas, but it's picked off. Longstaff is going to take off. Tompkins on his horse going after him. Will Longstaff pull up? He does, and then the hesitation and goes. Nice save, Horbe. As Longstaff with a good hesitate and go. Nicopilo up for an offensive shift. They've got Smith coming off the bench. Blues with the save, pounces on that rebound. Here's the hustle. Look at Longstaff. Pull up, hesitate. Tompkins starts to slow with him, trying to stop him from spinning back around. Nice job by Longstaff to go to the net at that point, but just turned aside by Horbe, who had to be sharp. Hasn't faced a ton of shots. Smedley just going to roll it to the corner as the 30 was about to expire. Be tracked down by Irwin, who's going to find Murray trotting across center. Here's the pass out front and the rip by Smith. Look at that goal right over the shoulder of Blues. And as Aaron Forster, Coach Ronnie would say, goalie, don't drop to your knees. You're covering more space, standing up and just trying to get in the way as best you can. Move that shoulder up. Probably take that one away. Myers right on top of the crease. Oh, Myers. That is another beauty for him. You can see Myers just racing in, and the Australian defender Higgins thought he had the ball. Look, he thinks he's got it. He's going to take off with it, but Myers just zips his stick in there to pull it away, and because he was underneath Higgins at the time, he was wide open. Here's Jackson Close. He'll have a shot. That one's stopped by Horbe. Outlet pass to Grehan. Wiesbrod trots over the restraining line. Last man coming in is Thomas. He'll get that pass. There's a lane open. Goes back to Wiesbrod as it closed down. Higgins comes out to take Wiesbrod. Nice stop and catch by Blues. Longstaff saw the check coming from Dumoulin, fought it off and got a nice pass out. Well, a nice idea of a pass, but Higgins was heading up the floor and it was a bit low, went straight into the stick of Wiesbrod. Myers behind the back. Boy, he is good at that behind the back. That was a long pass. Wiesbrod with the lane. That one's off the back boards. That's going to be stopped by Myers before it can go over and back. They've still got 12 to get a shot off. Thomas couldn't corral that one. And he's pulled into the boards from behind. Thomas is going to pop up, and you just got to take a little more caution than that when your opponent is near the boards. Dumoulin goes behind the net to Myers. He's going to go. Oh, he's not going to go behind the back. Had me thinking he was. The shot just wide. Myers gets it back. Good closing there by Longstaff. And Mason Close is going to take a hard forecheck. Gets knocked to the ground and it pops away from him. But he races back to get into position. That's what you love to see. The young player taking a pounding and just popping back up, ready for the next shift. He's going to try and get the ball back. And you know he'll take off if he gets another chance. He is going to dive in after that one. Oh, he stands back a little bit as Dumoulin pulls up that ball. Canada's got a fresh 30 with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Blues with the save. Martin Liptak steps out. They're saying they got to move the ball up. There it is. Yeah, that's Thomas going into the boards. Thankfully, he is okay. But again, you just got to just stop if you're near the boards and you're going to get up onto the numbers on the back of a jersey. Here's Felia going to the net.
That one's stopped by Horbe. Sagu, good job protecting it. Takes the push, scores. Hat trick, Sagu. Oh, they're going to say crease violation. Five seconds to go in the quarter. They'll get it ahead. I don't think everyone realized that they were running out of time. A couple did, but they're going to run out of third quarter's 15 minutes. It is 14-0 for Canada over Australia. This is the final game of round-robin play at the 2024 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. We're going to see some replays. We're going to take a break for about 2 minutes, and we'll be back to wrap up the round-robin 15 minutes right after this break. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2024 IIJL World Juniors. Fernandez and Smedley there for the draw for the final quarter of action in round-robin play. A reminder, tomorrow the bronze medal game will feature the U.S., the United States, against Poland. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. At 8 p.m., Canada will be back on the floor. They're going to be playing Scottish Thistles for the gold medal and World Championship. It's all Eastern Time. You can see them all here on the IIJL YouTube channel. Australia with the first possession. Cornish kind of loses his balance. Aussie's already getting a defender out. Jackson Close back on his own end of the floor. And he's going to be there to prevent the 4-on-0. It'll be a 3-on-1. Weatherby back to Sagu. Weatherby, nice movement and tucking it home. That's Irwin. Murray, sorry. Murray with the goal. Finds the twine. Love this passing. You can just see the defenders getting a chance to show off their stick skills. There's Weatherby with the first pass to Sagu. Back to Weatherby. Pretty nice job by Jackson Close trying to break up the 3-on-1. You're fairly helpless on the 3-on-1. He's just trying to get in the way. Got relatively close to that pass, but really there's not much you can do. Weatherby, another loose ball after having the assist on the last play. He's just going to leave it there for Tompkins. Sagu stays out for the offensive shift. Stay with us post-game for the players of the game presentations, so one to a player from each team. And the national anthems of Canada and Australia. And there's a finish by Dumoulin. Those silky hands look like a bit of a tricky pass to catch, but he makes it look so simple. with the slick mitts. Behind the back pass, absolutely ripped by Wallace. Not exactly on target, but the target is pretty big when you're as quick and as skilled as Dumoulin. He does a nice job finishing that one. Tompkins picks it up, trots back over center, and will now head forward. Easy time beating the 10-second count. Fernandez up there. Decided not to go to him yet. Now it goes to Fernandez. Thought about going underneath. Longstaff with a good job. Rip scores! Fernandez with the goal, and there is some excitement. He is just a heart and soul player, a grinder of grinders, but he shows he got a pretty nice little outside shot there, blasting that one to the far corner, just past the foot of Luca Blues. Look at that. Just great job looking the whole way. It's actually 5-hole. Gets it barely under the leg. And look how he's looking across. That draws Longstaff just far enough over that there's a shooting lane, and he takes advantage of it. That is a sniper-looking goal from Fernandez. 17-0. Canada pulls ahead. Kernigan behind the net. Slowly working his way out. Watch his opposite number 22, Shung, who's now on Cunningham. Felia takes this one. Watched by Weatherby. Nice footwork. Good positioning by Weatherby. That's how you have to play D as a smaller guy. Here's Sagu. He's heading for the net. He wants the hat trick that was eluded him. Oh my! That is sensational from Sagu. Made sure to stay clear of the crease on that one. The hard fake, and then just sweeps the underhand. Di Battista, the backup goalie tonight. Nice pat on the back to Sagu. You can see how excited they are for him to get his hat trick. He's had such a strong tournament. There, he was close to the crease, but stays out. Beautiful play. Hard fake, then rips it home. Nice job by Mason Close to snag that one. Pass made to Higgins. Again, a lot of young players on this Australian team. Higgins will hand it off to Kernigan. He's probably the shining star among them, an 18-year-old. Bright future ahead of him. Here's Cornish. Some of these players on the Aussie, 16 years old. Hard shot. That is going to be a reset as it got there in time. Stopped by Horbane. It'll be scooped up by Irwin. Irwin's long outlet pass. They tried to get it to Grehan, but Myers couldn't quite feed it through a couple of Aussie defenders. And here comes Longstaff the other way. He's directing traffic with his head. Nothing's there, so he's going to just slow it down. Smedley's on the far side. That ticks away from him. It's going to be grabbed by Shung, or topped to head by Shung, as it turns out. A tapped ahead. Now he's just going to finally scoop it up. Goes to the net, shoots. Gets pushed into the net, and Blues gives him a shove, and Chung says, I was not coming after you. Close gets it, flicks it ahead to Higgins. He'll head over center. Kernigan taking his time. He's going to go down to Felia in the corner and then head to the center. Sets a little pick. Good two-man defense there. Nice job by Irwin on the switch. He and Grehan played it very well. Horbay with the save. Hasn't been tested a lot, but he's been really sharp whenever he's needed to be. Weatherby hands it off. Wiesbrod to Thomas, quickly on to Myers, surveying the floor, gives it back to Thomas. They've got a cutter. Now they go behind the net, and Waddy is shopping with 11 to go. Back to Waddy. He's got a lane. Passes it down low. Myers. He loves the BTB from here. Oh, but he's going to go in front, and the behind the back shot from Wiesbrod. Didn't quite find its way home. Heck of a play, though. Really nice passing from the Canadians. Some pressure up high from Nicopilo. Keep the Australians honest, and here goes Cornish down along the boards. Smedley left it there. Cornish on the run. That one's wide. They're going to run out of shot clock time. Sagu is heading up the floor. Oh, the Canadian bench door open, and it just hit inside. And Cale Grehan says, why would you open the bench door and cost me a chance to go on a 2-on-1 with my man Sagu? Grehan and Sagu really having strong games in this one. Sagu stayed up for another offensive shift. Behind the net. Smith going for the dunk. I think that one's in. Yes, that's a goal. That is the hard way coming to your forehand side because you got to really reach out. He does a great job of tucking it under the crossbar. Here you can see Smith behind. He sees where he wants to go, and you can see how he has to really get over the top with the top hand, the right hand, as a righty, to get that one coming back towards the net and underneath the crossbar. It's a really nice play. That's a difficult shot to make. That is just a rocket from the captain, Grehan. Finds that bottom left corner to make it 20-0 for Canada. Here's a look at this one, and that, again, the rocket from Grehan, low to low. Tell you, some of these defenders that don't get a lot of chances to come up and lay, looking pretty good in the offensive zone. Of course, Sagu, one of those, with a trio of goals, one of them in transition. The other two, I think, two were in transition. One from an offensive set. Weatherby's in great all tournament. Little spin there by Cunningham. One's picked off and Shung on the run. Great wheels by Cunningham to hustle back, but he pushes him. That actually happened once earlier. Was it with Shung or was it? Oh, it was Sagu going the other way, where they gave him a push on the back. Got my 22 and 23 confused, but yeah, the push on the back actually opened up some space. You got to be careful with that, obviously, as the defender, in this case, the forward who's coming back in transition defense. Don't want to make it easier for him to get free of you and get a shot off. They feed it through. Great pass. Oh, big save, Blues. Throws it out and robs Irwin. Irwin gets the loose ball back, but that was a dandy. Hopefully we get a chance to look at that one again. When we have a chance, obviously Canada's staying in the offensive zone right now. They pass it down to Thomas. He fakes the behind the back. He'll circle around the net. There's Irwin with another chance. That one didn't quite connect with him. And Longstaff going up the other way. Longstaff trying to barge through. Now he finds Felia off the bench. The only lefty in the roster for the Aussies is on the righty side, but he works his way around to his natural side. He gets a pretty good shot off that just misses the net. Kernigan fighting to get the control of the rebound. Has it, but he's double teamed. The tail end of his stick, the button was down between his legs. And a nice heads up play. I love the defense by Nicopilo to see it there and just swat at the handle of the stick, which makes it really hard when you got one hand on your stick there to stop it the other way. But look at that save, the hand save, what a beauty. Down in the small corner, the picture-in-picture, we have a goal for Canada, but it was well worth it to see that save by Blues at the other end. And we're going to get a look at this one on the Australian goal. They're finally on the board. You can see Kernigan with that handing it off, and Cornish just goes low to low, looking similar to the stroke taken by Grehan on the recent Canadian goal. And Cornish finds the back of the net. How is he doing in this tournament? He has one goal coming in, so that's his second goal. That actually would time, I believe, with Longstaff for the lead among the second on the Australians. Of course, Orlando Kernigan with 8. By far the top producer. Canada has it back. Saved by Blues. Fernandez fights out. He wants another one. Saved by Blues. Scooped up there by Higgins. Gets ahead to Jackson Close. Nice job being prepared for the check from Irwin. Warts it off. And the Aussies are going to take a timeout. 17 seconds left on the shot clock to set things up. Remember to stay with us at the end of the game for the presentation of the Player of the Game awards. So they're going to set up something, the Aussies are. Just want to say thank you to all the Australian players, coaches, family, everyone who's come. We've got a nice little green and red, yellow presence in the stands. The Australians so supportive of what their young men are doing here. There are a lot of very young men. They're putting so much time and effort into this, and you're seeing the results. There are 5 Australian players who have played for their team at the IIJL World Juniors who are now on the Australian senior men's team for the World Lacrosse Box Championship in Utica this September. So a bit of a pipeline for these young players onto the senior national team. Cunningham quickly across to Jack Higgins. Higgins, one of the alternate captains to another Orlando Kernaghan. Kernaghan's going to step across. Higgins sets a pick. They've got 6 to get a shot off. The play they set up didn't really work out, and Canada's going to come away with it. Tompkins has it. Trail check attempt by Cunningham. Nice effort. Tompkins will leave it, or will he? No, it's a hidden ball trick, but they're on it. There's a rip from the outside by Nicopilo. That's going to bounce up and out of play, and the Aussies will get the ball. 5:53 to go. Again, tomorrow, 5 p.m. Bronze medal, U.S. and Poland. 8 p.m., Canada and Scotland meet for IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship Gold. Fighting to the net, and I'm not sure how well Horbe saw that one. It came with a bit of a funny angle from Filia. Cunningham with the shot. He's run over by Sagu as he gets the shot off, but it goes off of Horbe and up out of play, so the Aussies will get a fresh 30. Here's Cornish, the goal scorer for them. Ducks underneath. Can he find someone to feed to? He does get it up to Cunningham. Back over to Cornish. Irwin on him. A little pick from Kernaghan. The roll. He's got a chance. Shoots. Save. Nice foot stop by Horbe. Goes back to the Aussies. Ripped by Cunningham. He's going to roll back out to Smedley. And Kernaghan's going to say, let's settle it down a little bit. Let's get the offense rolling. Over to Cunningham. Filia, the lefty, wants it. They're going to go far side instead. And Cornish looking for another. A little bit high and wide, but a nice idea. Lobbed over to Kernaghan. They've got 7 to shoot. There's still some time. Cornish thought about shooting. Shung all over him. Gets the shot off. It goes right into the chest off the concrete. And we're going to have a wipe. So Horbe and Blues, I think, will go get a drink. No, they're just going to stay where they are. And Max will sprint out with his mop, clean it up. There's Max. He is doing a great job. Just a delightful young man. Look at that technique. The short, solid strokes. Vigorous zigzagging. And off the floor. I like it better when he picks up the mop on the way back rather than dragging it along. But he might be concerned that he had a bit of dust as well and didn't want to drop that on the way. He's probably just trying to bring that right over to the penalty box with him. And Canada will go up into the offensive zone. Wiesbrod at the top. He spent a lot of time over at the shooter spot or down low. He's going to slide down there now. Inverting into the shooter position. Here's Waddy. We've got Myers behind the net. 7 to shoot behind the back pass. Wiesbrod over to Smith. Myers is open on the crease. Nice job, Higgins, getting his stick on it, knocking that pass away, and that will mean Canada runs out of time on the 30. Mason Close ahead to his brother, Jackson. Smedley, or sorry, that's Cornish trying to feed his way through. Nice save by Horbe. Longstaff already back. Lob up to Tompkins with just over 3 to go. Thanks everyone for being with us here for this World Juniors action. Dumoulin behind the net. Don't think he was thinking dunk. He was looking past the whole way. Wiesbrod behind the back. Nice job to get through the double team of the defenders and then rip it behind the back. Jackson Close comes away with it. Sagu up on him. Lob pass to Kernigan. He can shoot from there. He decides to pull up this time. Cornish tried to swim move past Sagu, and Sagu is having none of it. We know he's got the 3 goals in the game, but he has been terrific defensively as well. So solid with his excellent footwork. Here's Waddy. And that is almost a laissez-faire goal by the captain, Grehan. There's Grehan. I mean, the fakes are lovely. He's on the top, fake, 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 and then as he pulls it down, he just had so much open net. He just had to drop it in. Second goal of the game for Grehan. Third goal of the game. Is that the third? That is hat trick for Grehan. The defender's really stepping up in this game. Sagu with the hat trick. Grehan with the hat trick. Weatherby has a trio of assists. Murray a goal and an assist. Fernandez a goal. Irwin a goal. All defenders on this Canadian team. Oh, what a putback by Myers. I've said, oh, Myers before, and that's another one that deserves it. Just a lovely play. Great work to hold the feet just outside the crease. Look, he sets himself up. He actually, okay. Shouldn't have actually counted because he stepped in the crease and then came back out. But that's an easy one to miss because the ball's back behind the net. The ref's got to be watching that and gets away with one as the going into the crease, coming out, being the first player to touch. Weatherby, cross-floor pass, nicely done, getting it through to Dumoulin, who gets it back from Tompkins. 4 righties for the Canadians. Down low to Fernandez, going for another one. That's stopped by the foot of Longstaff, who's ready to take off. He's running the floor. He's got Smedley with him. Smedley peels off to the bench. Longstaff, that's a great save by Horbe, stepping out and just turning it into the corner. Cunningham comes away with the loose ball. Final minute of play here in round robin action. $20 on the shot clock. Filia trying to fight his way through to the net. Gets away from Cunningham. He'll try and track it down. He won't get there. It's Nick Capillo on the break. Oh, big foot save by Blues. Nick Capillo can't believe it. He thought he had one there. Down to that bottom corner. They're going to give him some pats on the back for that effort. Nice speed by Nick Capillo heading up. That's a goal. Rocco Filia gets one. The only lefty on the roster, and he tucks that one home. Here he goes, just fighting underneath. Gets that shot off. Fights to stay out of the crease. Ball gets in. The hands go up. It's a goal for Australia, making it 22-2. Canada has possession. Tompkins, he's not going to shoot with 8 seconds left. The seconds will tick away and wrap up round-robin play. 5 days in the books at the 2024 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. We have the medals coming tomorrow, but first we will have the presentation of 2 players of the game, and then the anthems of Australia and Canada. Playing both anthems as a sign of the friendship between the 2 organizations, the Canadian Lacrosse League and Australian Box Lacrosse. Canada has been going down to Australia playing the Commonwealth Cup the last few years. We were actually on the verge of going when COVID hit. Literally, I believe it was shut down about the day or 2 days before the flights were about to take off to go down to Melbourne. So probably good that nobody was in the air, because I don't think anybody would have been coming back in a hurry as restrictions were put in place. Handshakes all along the line for Canada and Australia. We'll have the player of the game presentations by IIJL President Chris Fox down on the floor. Lovely player awards. We'll be selecting an all-star team, the World Junior All-Star teams. We've had some great names on those teams in the past. We should do a little retrospective of all the players who have been on the all-world teams at these tournaments. I did mention the other day that there have been players who have taken part in the World Juniors who wound up being selected in the first round of the National Lacrosse League entry draft in each of the last 5 years. There's going to be at least one more this year, because Mike Grace is for sure a top 5 pick. He could go as high as 2. He's certainly going to be up among the top players. Won a medal with Canada with Lacrosse Canada at the 2023 World Field Lacrosse Championship. For the Canadians, the player of the game, not a huge surprise. Sagu with a hat trick, terrific defensive play. He has been playing very well all tournament and stepped up his game for his best performance, and a big smile for him to get recognized with that lovely award. For Australia, Smedley, Adam Smedley, coming forward. Big round of applause from his teammates. Big hug from him. He is a very well-liked young man among this group. He is hardworking. What a contributor to this group. Nice smiles from those two. The Australians wrap up their tournament. Canada will play for gold tomorrow at 8 against Scotland. Before that, 5 p.m., we will have the U.S. and Poland for the bronze medal. We're going to hear the Australian and Canadian anthems to play you out as round-robin play wraps up at the IIJL 2024 World Junior Lacrosse Championship. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks for being with us. You just love to see that sportsmanship, the friendship between Canada and Australia. You can see the Canadian players very excited to run over and join their Australian counterparts for the singing and playing of the Australian national anthem. It's been an absolute blast bringing you round-robin coverage of the 2024 IIJL World Juniors. We will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m., U.S.-Poland bronze medal game. 8 p.m. Canada and Scotland for gold, and we'll wrap things up with that. Have a great night, everyone. Enjoy your night, lacrosse friends, and we will see you tomorrow.
All clear?
All clear. Thank you.
Okay, all clear over here.
Just trying to push the, the Aussie-Canadian friendship thing. It's a big deal. Like, Canadian teams go visit there every year, and it's pretty cool.
That was cool that they did that.
Yeah. And it's nice. You can see a couple of them start to go, and somebody's like,